Welcome to the Rectify Roundtable, a show all about games and bringing players together with host Scott Anderson.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of the Rectify Roundtable. I'm your host, Scott Anderson, and I am excited to be back with all of you once again. Every time we go live here, we aim to bring you intriguing conversations from around the world of gaming, and I am really excited about what we have planned for you today. Before we introduce the stars of today's show, however, I do want to remind those tuning in live on Twitch that we encourage audience participation, so please be a part of that. Feel free to send in your burning questions for our guests. Just drop them in the chat. Ty is actively monitoring the feed. I'll be taking a glance at it as well. So feel free to put anything in there that you want us to go to talk about throughout the show, and we will get to it as we can. I am also told that we're giving away a $10 Steam gift card today. Pretty sweet. Can always use that for something. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And with all of that said, let's get to the actual reason why you have all tuned in today. This trio joining me are all members of the ESEA Main Season 39 CSGO Championship team. That's right, the champs are in the building. They've all taken time away from dominating Nuke to join me. So let's all give a warm welcome to Waddill, Grizz, and Bird. How are all of you guys doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Doing good, man.
Awesome.
The cat caught me off guard.
The cat caught you off guard. Yeah, Grizz is showing us his cat face today. Very impressive. Like very nice. So as I said, I'm really excited to have you guys on here today. As an organization, Rectify Esports, we're really excited that you guys are representing us. Obviously, you showcased your talents big time this past season in CSGO. And so we're really glad to be able to talk with you guys, dive a little bit into how the season went for you and what you guys thought of it. So I just wanted to start things off by having each of you introduce yourself a little bit, give a little bit of your background in gaming and just a little bit about yourself, and then how you got your start with the CSGO community. Bird, why don't we start off with you, man?
Yeah, I'm Bird. I'm going into my third year. I'm in my third year of college right now, so I've been gaming for like over half my life. My parents like never bought me a console, so I've always just been PC gaming the whole time. And like 8 or 9 years ago, I bought Counter-Strike. And it took me a little bit, but like 2 years ago, I started playing seriously for trying to play competitive CS, and let me hear.
Very nice. Awesome. Waddill, let's go with you.
So I'm 19. I'm a senior year of high school, and I used to play COD a lot on my Xbox, and then got a PC. Played a lot of Minecraft when I was younger. Bought Counter-Strike about 7 years ago, and then started playing ESEA in like 2017. Started taking it seriously, like season 34. Got on the roster that we are now, season 36, I think, or season 35, and then made IM through Open, made main through IM, took 3 seasons, but yeah, we won main.
Awesome. And then Grizz, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 17 and I bought CS 8 years ago, but never put in any effort into the game until 2 years ago. And I got into ESEA at the start of last year, January of last year, and been rising up ever since.
Very nice. Very nice. So, admittedly, I don't really know very much about CSGO. I watched your guys through this past season. I have no idea how you guys do the things that you do. It's crazy and ridiculous to me. I play single player games because I suck at competitive stuff. So, like watching you guys was a real treat this past season. Let's go back to the championship for you guys in season 39. You're in champs. What does it mean for you guys as a team to pull off that victory? And how does that make you feel heading into season 40, moving up to advanced from main?
We feel pretty good about it. When you win a division, it kind of means that like there's a little bit of a spotlight on you to see if you can like hang in the division you move up to. And so every division when you win it moves up to advanced, and then obviously that's the filter for premier. So we're just kind of trying to prove ourselves now as a team.
Yeah, obviously it's really nice to win main, but I think advanced is much more difficult than main is. So I
Yeah.
think we're gonna be
Yeah.
able. I think we're gonna be able to do well. Hopefully, try to make playoffs. But of course, we could just connect to a server and have them insta us every round. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think that I feel pretty good going into the next season. From like so far with how practice has gone, I only see like us progressing and getting way better in the time being.
So, interesting thing about you guys, you have not been a team, all of you together for very long. Early in the season, there was a roster change to the team. So, you had to adapt and figure out how the new team dynamics worked. Could you guys talk a little bit about that, about getting into the groove with the new team after the early season roster change?
Yeah. So we joined when the roster was 4-3 in man, and they were kind of having some issues. So when you win your first 4 games, the way ESEA works, it puts you against other teams that also won their first 4 games. And the team at that point hadn't really had the cohesion or kind of team play to survive at that level. Even though it's not really the highest level, it's like they weren't really up to the task. So 2 of the players left, um, and then they picked up me and Grizz after like a week of tryouts. We lost our first game, and then we just kind of clicked instantly after that.
Yeah, we were fortunate that the team we lost to in that first game is all gas no breaks. Also the team that beat us in playoffs. And I had played them before, and I was friends with a couple of guys on their team, and they agreed to move the game back so that we could run tryouts and get players. So that was actually close. I think we lost 16-14, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really close. Like
So it was
one match.
really close, and I mean, like we had one day of practice going into that, and then after that we just started practicing a lot, and we really meshed really well. I was on the team prior, and the vibes in the first 6-7 games with the players that we had weren't the best. But once we picked up Grizz and Bird here, I mean, things were on the up. Everybody enjoyed playing. Some heated moments, sure, but the vibes were much better. The we meshed a lot more, and obviously we pretty much won out, bar playing all gas no breaks, our kryptonite. But yeah,
We'll just not talk about our matches against all gas, We don't have to shine that spotlight on the little bit that is our failure.
they called in too good, man.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that a little bit. So they did seem to kind of be your nemesis throughout the season. As you were going, as the brackets were progressing, and you guys, like you talked about, dropped in playoffs a little early into the lower bracket. Did you guys feel like you were going to have to face them again at some point down the road, or what were you thinking after that early loss in the playoffs?
I thought they were going into the finals. Like, I thought they were so much better than Revel, and the other teams, like Michigan State, just looked like they didn't know what they were doing sometimes. So I just thought, like, all gas are going to go straight to the finals. And, it was like we won one. I'm like, oh, we're going 1-2. It's over.
I thought all gas was probably, for me, the best team going into playoffs. They're only the 4th seed, so I was kind of bummed when I saw we'd have to play them second. I was really surprised when they lost to Revel. Although I knew Revel was good. Like if their players show up, obviously they're insane.
Mhm.
And then when they lost to Cyberstorm and choked advanced, I was just baffled because I thought All Gas was really good. But I guess it worked out because we might have lost the finals if they won out, right? So
Nah,
Yeah,
I had confidence in you guys. I'm sure. Beating someone 3 times in a row, that's a much different story than beating them twice in a row. So, I'm sure you guys would.
that's true. I mean, they even beat us last season, not season 39, season 38. We lost 16-14 to them, obviously with a different roster, but I just can't beat them, man.
I think it's just
Never.
Waddill
I might be the problem.
common denominator.
I am. I might be the problem.
You get nervous.
Thank God they're not in advanced. Oh my.
So a cool trend that popped up, I think that a lot of people started noticing as you guys were working your way through the playoff bracket. You didn't drop a set on Nuke. I mean, not only did you guys not drop a set, you kind of just dominated anytime you play that map. You guys seem to feel right at home on that map. Why do you think the team has found so much success there? What is it about that map that you guys feel really confident in being able to clear that map?
I think it's 2 things. the first thing I'll say is our IGL Duck. He does a really good job of holding rotations on that map and like calling where we should shift as a team. Our T sides are really good too because of Duck. He makes pretty good calls, I would say, like mid round. The other thing though about main with Nuke is that most of the teams don't have somebody like that on their team who's gonna kind of push them in the right direction to play Nuke specifically. It's kind of an intimidating map if you've never really played it at that level. So most people don't actually understand the right way of moving, especially on the CT side. And we just abuse that really hard. Like they just can't deal with anything if they don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I think the closest game we had on Nuke was against Michigan State, where we only won 16-14. Those guys, I think they were playing with subs, and they just played so weird, and like were just peeking things, and
Yeah.
just like, I don't know, it just wasn't normal.
Destroying us.
Yeah, dude.
There was so many rounds where they were just hitting accidents. It felt like.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, most teams can barely play like normal, and once you're able to play normal on that map, then you can kind of branch out into other cool things that you can do. But like since they can barely play normal, we just kind of roll over them because they don't have the proper protocols in place to deal with us.
We kind of bully them with how uncomfortable we make them with,
Yeah.
like, especially like our outside control and our like inner holds.
It was fortunate too, because there was a couple times where Nuke got banned, and we just picked us too. And that was our other really good map. We didn't play it that
Mhm.
much because we just picked Nuke. But I don't think we lost. We didn't lose our pick ever in playoffs.
No.
So that I think really led us to success, because having a 1-0 advantage or even making the BO5 grand finals when we were mapped down even, I mean, it's very helpful.
It's a mental reset for sure, knowing
Yeah.
that you can put yourself in that driver's seat now.
Yeah, and like you talked about a little bit, getting in practice and making sure that you guys all know the position you're supposed to be at and calling things out. Obviously, that takes a lot of preparation. I don't think most people, when they're just tuning in, they may not appreciate all the work that goes into it. I want you guys to talk a little bit about how much you guys are practicing as a team to prepare for each week, and then what do you do if, especially going through the playoffs, when you know you have a specific matchup on the horizon? What are you doing to prepare for those specific matchups?
Well, I'm
Like,
not really involved with like the whole like anti-stratting thing on our team. I'm more focused on myself, like trying to play the best that I can. We practice pretty standard, like 5 days a week, 3 scrims, so that's like 3 hours. And then if we have like offline to do beforehand, we'll just add an extra hour on top of that. So right before, the anti-stratting and all that stuff kind of happens. I don't know, like in between practice, so like at night, 10 p.m., 11 p.m., just whenever we're not practicing. I mean, it's kind of like playoffs is kind of a grind, so you can't really take many break days. Maybe you get one break day a week instead of two. So, it's kind of hard.
Yeah. In terms of the anti-stratting, I feel like I did a lot of that as well as Duck. And I would download, well, obviously we played a lot of matches in the lower bracket. So for each
Yeah.
team that we played that I was playing in, I usually actually anti-strat during the day, because luckily my school break started like in the middle of playoffs, so I had time. And I would download every single map we thought we would play against them, or thought it was possible to play against them. I would download every map they had as that 5. So I think for Rebel there was only 8 maps because they made a roster change too, and they kind of had a short run through upper bracket. But like for I think like Nameless Esports and Michigan State and a couple other teams, I probably watched 10 to 15 demos, and then just took notes on everything, and then like brought up the things I saw right before the match started, stuff like that.
whenever we were anti-stratting during playoffs, I wasn't really a part of that just because I just can't focus that well on demos. I'll be there for like basically the important rundown, but besides that, I just make sure that I come into the server ready to kill people and make sure that I'm on my A game, as well as just making sure the vibe in the team's good. That's my anti-strat, is making sure everyone's doing good that day.
Is there a secret to that success? Making sure everyone's doing good.
Yeah, I mean, I make sure the team vibe's positive. I never let anybody get in their own head or be negative. I don't mess with that.
no matter what, after every round, Grizz always has something positive to say, or like nice kill, nice
Good
entry,
round.
whatever. Yeah, it's always something with him. This guy's never negative. That was when we picked him up, that was the biggest surprise to me. Like his mentality is so good. He always believes we can win, and he's never like toxic or passive aggressive. He's always like, nice job, no matter what. And that's something I've been very, very pleasantly surprised by. 'Cause I've never had a teammate like
Thank you.
that.
Yeah, we love
Thank
Grizz for that.
Yeah,
I
and
love me.
that's the most important thing of all. So that is something I did want to touch on a little bit too. So you guys didn't drop many maps through your playoff run after that early pitfall there. But when you do drop maps, when you do find yourselves behind, what is it that gets you guys, that reset mode? It gets you back into feeling confident. Um, Aside from Riz's positive outlook, what are the things that you guys do to kind of mentally reset and get you ready to uh, get back to it?
I know one of the best resets is somebody just having a really good round, because I remember for our match for advanced, we were down 15-10, and Waddill had a like really good 4K in bank, and like that 4K like hyped up everybody, and we're like, all right, let's grind out these rounds. Like these guys are so sloppy right now. Like just win out. Don't let the score line get to you. Just play our game.
I don't even remember that round, but what's it called? I mean,
I was dead.
usually if we lose a game in a BO3, I'll just instantly disconnect and then just join a deathmatch server for the next 5 minutes and just try to kill people and like get my aim feeling good, so I know like I can go into the next match like and frag out. Admittedly, like we didn't really lose many games in playoffs. There was one against Bexo White where we lost Ancient first match. I didn't expect us to lose. It kind of threw me off, but we bounced back and I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember the game's not over until one team at 16 rounds, especially in a best of 3. Like, you need to win 2 maps to win.
We were 15-10 down, map 3 for advanced. We almost
That's
lost right
crazy. I
there.
mean, the game's not over until it's over, you know? Like, that's like one of the things that a lot of people at our level struggle with, is like kind of mentally defeating themselves, like round 10, round 9. They just totally crumble. And I mean, if people can get out of that attitude, I think it'd be a huge like mental shift in this entire region, you know?
That's something Bird says a lot, is like it's not over till it's over. That's definitely helped us make sure we close out maps and grind back rounds like when we're down. That's always something that like lets us remember where we are, where we have to get to before we win.
I mean, it's like
Awesome.
a 4-hour game, 3 or 4 hour game. Like, if you're out of the game minute 30, like, you're never gonna win, you know?
It's over for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that mindset. Like looking at it, I think a lot of people, just in any sport, obviously esports, a lot of people are getting used to accepting it as just another sport, right? But in any kind of sport, any kind of competition, there's going to be that, you drop a play or make a mistake, and just having that really short uh, memory and being able to kind of jump back into it, feeling, what, forget the past, let's just get on with what we know we can do. And it definitely seemed like you guys had that mindset going through your playoff run. It was really, really awesome to see. um,
Iggy.
Real quick, we're gonna do our giveaway. So Ty is going to be running our giveaway in Twitch chat, so if any of you are interested in a $10 Steam gift card, I hear that can buy you a couple copies of CSGO. So if you want to get that $10 Steam gift card, pay attention to Twitch chat. Ty will be running that for us. So take a look there. And don't forget, if you have any questions for the guys, go ahead and drop them in there. I'm monitoring that as well. So I can share those with these guys as soon as you put the questions in. All right. So you guys have talked a lot about advancing to advanced, I guess. um, where did that rank for you guys as an achievement? Is that the more impressive achievement for you guys, or is winning main the more impressive achievement for you personally?
Well, that was my goal at the start of the year for me. Even before I joined this team, I was like, I gotta make advanced by the end of the year. That's how I approached all my practices. That's how I approached getting better as a player. So I mean, making advanced was the goal. So after that, I was just kind of like no pressure for me to do anything. So I just played however I wanted to play and pretty well.
For me, I've been on this roster all year. It wasn't Rectify. Well, we joined Rectify, became Rectify Academy in like March, I want to say, maybe end of February. I'm not sure exactly. But then obviously we became the main Rectify team before this last season. But when we were in intermediate, the first season of the year, the goal was set to be to just make advance by the end of the year. We were in IM. It was realistic, I thought. Um, for me, making advance probably the bigger achievement because I admittedly choked it twice. I think we could have definitely won the first season we were in Maine against the team that we lost to, and then they ended up making advanced. And then last season we played a team that I think we definitely should have beat. We lost like 16-13, 16-14, and so we're 15-10 down. I'm like, yeah, I'm not choking again on that map 3, and ended up winning, making advance, and like Bird said, pressure off, right? So all good.
I'm gonna sound so generic. I'm gonna say the same thing. Uh, Basically, making advanced meant a lot more for me. The only time I've played in playoffs was in Open, the first season I played, and every other season I've just advanced to the other season by getting picked up by another team. So making advanced was definitely a solidification that I know that I can play at that level. And as soon as we made advanced, just as both of them said, there was no pressure whatsoever. Like we were able to play how we wanted to. We controlled the game, no matter what. Like I didn't feel nervous at all. I was just there to win.
Awesome. So, looking ahead to this next season, we've been talking about advanced quite a bit. Have you had a chance to look ahead at your competition this upcoming season? Where you guys feel confident about, and what do you think might be a point of emphasis for improvement for your team?
Um, I mean, we feel confident that we're gonna make playoffs this season in advance. Looking at the competition, like half of them are the same level we played in Main. Like especially Main playoffs, like all those teams are the same level as the other teams we're gonna be playing in advance, except for the very top. So I don't think we're worried about that too much. Um, we've been playing some pretty hard scrims though. So I mean, every time we play a hard scrim, it's like you get better, you get better. The better teams you play, they discover way more cracks in your gameplay that you never knew existed. So yeah, but those teams are in Premier. We're scrimming those teams also, so it's a pretty good experience for us.
I think that actually scrimming above our league helped us solidify our nuke because we scrimmed a couple
Yeah.
teams and nuke was their best map, but they were in advanced playoffs, and that I mean we were beating them in scrims, so we were pretty confident. But scrimming up, scrimming better teams, like I think has given us the confidence that we probably will be able to hang pretty well in advance and like Bird said, make playoffs.
These guys are delusional. No, I'm kidding. I think advanced is going to be pretty fun and I wouldn't say easy, but I see either going to playoffs could very well be a possibility. Um, but scrimming these higher up teams helps. I think all of us know that we can hang with the big dogs. We aren't main players anymore. We're able to shoot back at the best players in NA. So watch out.
So, like all that being said, where do you think those cracks are in your game? I mean, like you said, when you scrim those higher teams, you're able to see where some of those things are that you guys might need to make some improvements on. Where are you finding that, and like how do you guys go about addressing those things?
I
But
mean,
usually,
they just catch timings I've never seen before, and like they do plays that people in lower divisions just aren't confident enough to do. It's like
Yeah.
it's not like it's out of this world that they're doing these plays, but it's like I've never seen anyone even try to do that against me. So how am I going to react? And what am I going to if I win? How am I going to react? If I lose, how am I going to react? All this stuff. It keeps adding on to the playbook. Your flow chart.
Yeah. Adding on to what Bird said, yeah, all these teams that we've played have put us in very uncomfortable situations and made us have to have different reactions than what we normally have. Um, so it's different how these teams play against you because they play with confidence and they play how you're supposed to play. They don't play and do like what you'd say like stupid stuff. They don't do that as much. Maybe here and there, but they're very straightforward, and that's kind of surprising.
For me, as an opper, I tend to get away with a little bit more because I just need to take one shot and then I can just run away. But what I've noticed is sometimes I'll make plays that I would get away with in the lower divisions 'cause the players aren't as good. But here, like I'll make an aggressive play and maybe I'll miss the shot or maybe I hit the shot, but then I'll just get instantly headshotted. So, I mean, it's just for me, it's knowing what plays I can and cannot go for and like get away with.
Yeah, it's much harder to get away with like BS, like half-ass, plays. It's way harder to get away with that against higher level opponents.
It's MOBA.
Yeah, for sure.
Right on. Waddill, this one's for you. The people, aka the Rectify Esports Twitter account, want to know what are your secrets.
Secret,
Admittedly, I don't even know what exactly is being referenced here, but tell us your secret.
the secrets basically when you get enough money to go on a buy round, you press B and then you press 4 or 5. You buy yourself an op and you sit back and bait your entire team and let them die. That way you can be put in clutch situations where the other team is not only low, but you also have the op, so it doesn't matter if they're low, you just one shot them. And you abuse the crutch to the max. That's how you play the game.
And how do your teammates feel about this strategy?
Surprisingly, my teammates think I do my job and that I'm a good player. So I don't know. I
What?
don't know how
This
that.
guy
I don't know how
sucks.
that
Who
happened.
is this guy?
Because without me, you'd be lost on a site overpass. Don't talk.
Oh, I don't know about that, man. You can't even kill them because I killed them before you.
That is frustrating. There were a lot of games where I felt like I was playing bad, and I watched back my POV. I'm like, I'm just not seeing anybody because Grizz is killing all of them. How am I supposed to win?
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I'll make this the last reminder for you guys in chat. If you do have any questions for the guys here, go ahead and drop those in there, and I will get your questions as I see them pop up. One of the questions that I did see, Waddle, is that your good luck chair? Do you have
My
a
good
not
luck
good
chair.
luck chair?
My good luck chair. No, this is an old office chair my dad had, and I stole it because it broke. I don't even know if you can see. You're not gonna be able to see. It's like it's supposed to have these nice like things you put your arms on, and like they're supposed to be like nice and comfortable, but they ripped off, so it's just metal. So I can't put my arms on them anymore. I'll cut myself. So this chair is very much not good. Like I've actually hurt myself on this chair when I used to get tilted. I'd like smash my arm down, and I'd like cut myself. So I don't think so. I think I need to get a new chair, and maybe that'll be my good luck chair.
Fair enough. And that actually makes me think of something else. So another thing that you tend to notice with people who are competitive in competitions is everyone has some sort of uh how's the best way to put this? Good luck charm, right? Like something superstitious maybe
Oh.
that you do to gear yourself up for the game, or something you do in the middle of a game, or again to like reset yourself. Do you guys have any of that? Like what is it for you?
All of my teammates can say what mine is, because I do it every single game, every single time we pause, every time there's an attack.
Oh yeah.
I type good luck, have fun, and have fun, have fun, have fun afterwards. And teams don't like that because it tilts them. And I don't mean it in any negative way. I saw a pro player doing it in a demo, and I was like, hey, I should do that. That's pretty good. That's nice of him. And people don't like that.
I got this guy on my desk here, so whenever I get upset, I look at this guy.
I used to play Rocket League to warm up for CS matches, and I stopped doing that. I think maybe I should start doing it again because my stats kind of took a toll this season. But we'll see what happens.
Season.
Stats man, Waddle the stats man. Man, he's all about it. All about that.
Bottom
Gotta get
product
them.
this season.
All about
Yeah.
Don't
stats,
tell
dude.
anybody.
You're
Gotta
so
get them
good.
stats.
Yeah, the only stat that really matters to me is 9-1 in main playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Did we
There you
go
go.
10-1?
Nah, it's because Rebel had to lose twice for like ESEA
Oh
to
yeah,
not bug
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. I mean, never mind. My bad.
It is your bad.
So outside of CS:GO, we've been talking about it quite a bit. Outside of CS:GO, What do you guys do? Is that all you do? What else do you guys do? Some of you said you were in college. Talk a little about what you do outside of CS:GO.
I mean, I literally play CS and go to college. Like, I'm a chemical engineering major, so I don't go outside much. And I'm focused. I have a lot on my plate. Like, I work at the rock climbing wall in my school's gym.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, I have like a part-time job outside. Doesn't take that much time, but and I've got engineering school, so whatever that means, and CS.
Yeah, no, I can confirm that. I've got two brothers. Both of them are different different types of engineers, and they had no lives in college. They did the engineering thing, and that was about it.
Yep.
So I can understand that. What about you, other guys?
Oh, I love to sleep and I love my cats. Like all I do, even though I can't, like I have the worst sleep schedule ever, I'll always be asleep and either playing CS or like laying down with my cats on my phone.
For me,
It's a good life.
I'm a senior in
Yeah.
high school, so actually first half of the year was kind of tough because I had college applications, but then I also was taking too many classes. And because of CS, I didn't have time, so I dropped a class. Instead of backing off on CS, the responsible thing to do.
Nice work. We appreciate it.
But I'm now into one call. One college has gotten back to me, and I'm in. Still waiting on like 10 other ones to get back to me. But I'm probably gonna major in engineering too. Probably not chemical. I heard that's the hardest one. I'm not a psychopath. Um, but I mean, I go to school. I have a job at a golf course, and then other than that, I play video games, mainly CS. So Bird's got me hooked on some animes recently too. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, the life outside of college and becoming an adult, it's really not all it's cracked up to be. So you guys take your time. Don't worry about it.
I'm in no rush.
Yeah,
It-
yeah. Don't be in a rush.
He's already an old cat lady, so
But still faster than you.
All right, so
I'll drop you, bro. Watch out.
I thought you meant running. We're gonna have a race when we go to Lynn.
Oh. No, no, we're not.
all right, so before we end things here, I just want to give each of you an opportunity. If there's anything else you want to add, maybe talk a little bit about, your like game day prep for, your matches. Talk a little bit about what it means to be on a team like this and moving forward. Just talk a little bit more about any last thoughts you may have. Bird, let's start with you.
Game day, wake up, protein shake, G Fuel, do whatever homework, and then I warm up aimbots. I'm in. That's about it.
For me, pretty much the same thing. Except usually if I have school, obviously go to school. If I have work, go to work. But also watch their demos. That's the biggest thing. If you're going into main playoffs or even the end of the main regular season, just watch the other team's demos. You will learn so much. You will gain so much confidence because you'll watch how bad they are and be like, oh my god, we can't lose to this. And yeah, deathmatch. Don't be like Duck. This guy never aim trains. If he had
Dude, he has more ADR than you.
dude, he could be even better than me if he aim trained.
Dude, he is.
You know what he
He's
could?
better than you did.
Wow. Okay. You know what?
Game day. Game day for me is I'll wake up like probably from a nap, drink an energy drink, or go with nothing and DM like an hour and a half before, and just make sure that I'm as warm as I can be during the match, and then make sure if it's like a BO3 or BO5, I like get cashews and a water between each game. It's like my favorite thing to do.
I just drink water. I don't know about all this energy drink stuff.
Yeah, there's a reason you're 70 ADR.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm going for the low blows today.
Now you guys, you do know that we're sponsored by Advanced GG. So let's
Yeah, what the hell?
yeah, Advanced GG.
Oh,
If
Get
I
it,
was to
guys.
ever drink an energy drink, I would hit up Advanced. You know.
Yeah, I didn't specify what energy drink I was drinking.
Yeah, Bird's the one that
Oh.
said he was using that other stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
This
I
guy's
don't know.
fake.
We might have to
Got
go
him.
might have to go back and mute that. I don't know.
a bit of
Yeah.
a brand risk.
All right. Well, thanks guys for joining me today. Again, I really appreciate you guys taking the time. We are definitely looking forward to seeing you guys in advance this upcoming season. Lastly, where can everybody find you on social? If they want to follow you guys, they want to follow the team, where can they follow you on your social medias?
On Twitter, I'm at Uwu no you, which is a great username, and then Twitch is 1_bird if you want to follow me there.
For me, Twitter and Twitch, Waddill _ right there.
For me, Twitter at Grizz CS. I almost butchered my own name. That would have been bad. I don't stream or anything. I just sometimes I'm on Twitter.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you guys once again. We're looking forward to seeing you through the advanced season. Look forward to seeing you in the advanced playoffs. No pressure. And that'll do it for this episode of the Rectify Roundtable. Be sure to keep an eye on the Rectify Gaming and Esports social channels for announcements of upcoming shows, as well as news and updates on our various esports teams and content creators. Until next time, I'm your host, Scott Anderson, and thank you for tuning in.
Bye guys, thank you.